The isekai genre of anime has taken the world by storm in the last few years, with new series coming out all the time. Translated literally, isekai means another world and refers to a subgenre of fantasy anime where the protagonist is reborn or transported to another world, often with special powers. Isekai anime are great because of their sense of wonder and escapism, often following relatable characters that gain untold power in their new worlds. With so many isekai anime out there, deciding on one to watch can be difficult. Here, we'll detail some of the absolute best anime in the isekai genre. Re:Zero is one of the most well-known isekai anime, and for good reason. Re:Zero is the story of Subaru Natsuki, who is transported to a fantasy world one night. While things seem to be going well at first in this new world, Subaru is suddenly killed while trying to protect an elf, Emilia. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, often abbreviated as Tensura, is an isekai about a salaryman who is murdered and reincarnated in another world as a slime. Soon after arriving in this new world, the slime gains the name Reimoru Tempest from an imprisoned dragon, and gains the predator ability to consume and copy the appearance and abilities of almost anything.
Jobless reincarnation follows an overweight, underachieving 34-year-old who, in an uncharacteristically heroic moment, dies trying to save a group of teenagers from being hit by a truck. Reincarnated in a fantasy world as an infant, he takes on the name Rudius Grayrit and vows to turn his life around after being given a second chance.
Three Log Horizon is an MMO isekai set in the fantasy game Elder Tales. After 30,000 players are suddenly transported into the world of the game, they'll have to band together to survive. Log Horizon follows Shiro, a veteran Elder Tales player, as he grapples with his new reality in the video game, with no way to escape.
The owner of the Western restaurant, Nicoya, a single man in his mid-30s. He is the grandchild of a couple who opened the restaurant and inherited it when his grandfather died 10 years ago. An outstanding culinary master, he enjoys cooking for the eclectic group of patrons that visit every Saturday.
Konosuba isn't your traditional power fantasy isekai. When walking back home after buying a video game, Kazuma Satu dies an embarrassing death and awakens in a strange place, confronted with the goddess Aqua. Given the option to reincarnate in an RPG-style world, Kazuma finds himself on an adventure unlike anything you've seen. The Eminence in Shadow is a quintessential power fantasy isekai. When Sid Kaganu is transported to another world, he becomes the leader of a shadowy organization, rising to power to fight against a powerful cult that he made up. The only problem is, the cult is actually real, and now they really are gunning for Sid and his operation. Drifters follows the story of Shimazu Toyohisa, a real-life samurai who is transported to a brutal world after his death. If you're familiar with Thief 8 series, Drifters follows a similar structure. Legendary heroes from different ages are transported to a world where they must fight in an endless battle.